Hey, it's Meadow, yes, Meadow, with another video, my second attempt at a video. This is my 2012 New Year's resolution, is to actually put some of the stuff I've learned out onto video as part of a kind of a marketing experiment. See if I can't get some people, some new clients maybe to know me and come this way. But if nothing else, to help my existing clients. And for me to just practice explaining stuff to people, and sometimes without interruption, is kind of key, so I can stay on track, which is very hard for me. So today I wrote stuff on a whiteboard so that I don't get too crazy, but I'll point at that in a second. I'm going to quote Albert Einstein as best as I can, and I am not a quoter or a reader, so because it's Einstein, I'm whatever. But he said, if you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough. And I think that's pretty cool, because with working out and with eating, we explain, we talk about it, we go to know it, especially if you like it and if you do this for a living. I mean, my brother-in-law is a doctorate in sports medicine, he's a professor. I mean, we have all these people and I have all these friends in the same industry, and all we do is we get together and we talk, and all these theories and all these other. So if you're somebody that's new to working out, you think, oh my God, there's so much information, it can be overwhelming, and you just feel like throwing it up and walking away, yeah, there's a lot of information, but it can really be broken down simply. I think it can be broken down simply, and you can start small, and then take steps. And as you find these little hurdles, you try to cross them, and you get better, and then you do a little more research, you do a little more homework. My videos, I'm going to try to focus on the nutrition side of it. I'm not a nutritionist, and I'm not charging for any of that. I just, my clients, they come, we work out, they go home, and I don't always have a lot of time to talk to them the way I would like to about some of the things they eat. And so I don't know if they do their homework sometimes, and I do the best I can. I really try to go out of my way, but you only got so many hours in the day. So I've looked through YouTube, and I'm always looking for exercise. There's thousands and thousands of ways, and tutorials on how to do the bench press, how to squat properly, how to deadlift. So those are great. So if you're trying to work out, Google that. Yo Elliott, that guy's awesome. Yo Elliott. There's Darren Steen. He's a natural bodybuilder. I like that guy's stuff for bodybuilding. I like Darren Steen because he's a power lifter guy. So there's a couple that you could just Google, and those guys, I'm kind of signing off on them for whatever my signing off on is worth. But back to all that, my thing is going to be to try to kind of help you guys figure out what to eat, because that's been the biggest roadblock for me forever. The biggest hurdle is always trying to figure out what to eat and how to eat, because I always have, I don't want to quit. I'll work out till I'm blue in the face. I don't want to stop. I want to do more than the next guy. I want to get stronger, faster. But when you break stuff down, and now I'm going to turn to the whiteboard and my little drawing, it can be broken down pretty simply, and it's basically, and you hear it all the time, it's calories in and whatever, but here I've got it. You're working out. That's that can be everything though. That's your working out is the energy you use throughout the week, just existing, working out, working, whatever you do, that's your energy, right? Your energy spent. And your calories, this little guy eating this green stuff, that's his calories in. So that's your energy in. So your energy in plus, is that right, plus? Yeah, your energy in plus your energy out equals how fat you are or how not fat you are. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I look at everything completely objectively. You're fat, you're skinny, you're skinny. You can be whatever you want. It's one of the great things about being a human. You'll adapt to anything. So I'm not saying it's bad, you're a fat guy or you're a skinny guy. I don't care what you are. If you want to change it, we'll try to help you. But basically, it really breaks down to how much energy you spend, how much energy you consume, and then how big you are. So if it takes me, and I'm going to talk kind of in calories and then not about calories, and I don't want to get spent on the math of calories because I really do want to keep this simple, and there are simple equations, and simple ways to look at things. And the one thing I'm always going to revert back to is find yourself a constant. Try to remove as many variables as you can. So try to get things that you can measure, like foods, eating habits that you can maintain, and then adjust. But I don't know where I went. How about here? So okay. So if in a daily, on a daily basis I burn 2,000 calories just existing, then I need to take in 2,000 calories to exist. I mean, that makes pretty easy to me, all right? And that's the easiest way I can do it. It could be one. If I need one thing to move me through the day, then I need to take one thing in to move me through the day. I mean, it's like a gas in a car. So if I need 2,000 calories to exist throughout, to just get through my day, and I take in 2,500 calories, I have more energy coming in than going out. So I have more energy than I need, and my body will store it for later. That's how we work. That's people. That's how your body's made up. How your body works. So if you save that and you save 500 calories a day extra that you don't need, that's a pound a week, whatever, that's other stuff. But if you have more than you need coming in than going out, you're going to get bigger. And bigger could be a good thing. If you're trying to grow and put on mass, that could be good as long as it's the right calories. So I'm not even saying that's bad. It's just if you take in more, keeping it simple. I'm trying to keep it simple and not run off. If you take in more than you need, you're going to grow. Okay? So I found, for me, one of the biggest hurdles I got was trying to work out all the time, was lifting weights, and I felt like I was putting more into it than everybody. Anybody I knew, I'm just working out, and then I'd go back and I'd work out again, and I wanted to get bigger, and I'd work out again. And this is before, I'm 37 now, so I've learned some of this stuff through trial and error, and you're gonna have to too, so enjoy the road. But maybe I can help you a little bit, take a couple shortcuts. So I would work out till I was blue in the face, then I wanted to get faster, so the next day I would run and I would sprint. And I didn't want to get fat, so I would only eat chicken breasts, or I would only eat these lean foods. And what I found was, which I understand now that I didn't understand then, was that I was putting myself into a caloric deficit. I was taking in fewer calories than I needed to exist or to get stronger. So if I needed 2,000 calories to get through my day on an average day, which is what I do on a normal day, and then I went and ran and jump squats, and I worked out for this crazy hour and a half, and I burned 1,000 calories, then at the end of that day, if I still only ate my 2,000 calories, I was 1,000 calories short. So I wasn't growing, my body was taking it from somewhere else in my body, and that's okay if you're trying to lose weight. So if you're trying to lose weight, that's the approach we might take. But I was trying to grow, I was trying to get big muscles and trying to look stronger. So for me to go lift heavy weights, try to lift, and then the next day be doing all these sprints and these long distance cardio runs and burning all these calories, I was backing up. So for me, what I've done, what I did to adjust that was, honestly, and people are gonna think I work out less than I did. I work out more efficiently. I do things, I get intense in the gym. I'm trying not to talk about my workouts and lifting weights, but if you want to know about what I do or how, email me, send me a video, comment or something. I'd love it. I'll answer anytime. I just really want to have some stuff for food, and I want to get across the point that if I'm trying to put on muscle, when I'm at the gym, I'm spending energy, I'm breaking my body down, I'm tearing muscle fibers, I'm breaking stuff apart. And the only way for my body to adapt to that stress I put it under is to let it rest and then nourish it and feed it. And if I don't give it the proper nutrients and the proper food, those muscles won't grow. I won't get stronger. And there are reasons to not do that. But where you might not want to do that if you're a boxer or a fighter and you're trying to stay low in weight. But if you're a guy trying to build muscle, a girl trying to build muscle, anybody, then you have to make sure you stay in a calorie surplus. At the end of the week, you need to take in more calories than you're spending. You need to take in more food than you're spending. And I say that because there are some gray areas and some different little tweaks, but basically that's it. You want to get bigger, you got to eat more. So if I'm trying to get bigger, and then the next day I run, this long marathon, I'm burning more calories. You better eat whatever you burned on that marathon, plus whatever you ate during that day, plus whatever you want. And then that's why people like Michael Phelps, Manny Pacquiao, all these people are eating 6,000 and 8,000 calories a day because they've got to do that to train to be good, but they've got to keep the muscle they've got. They've got to keep, so they've got people figuring this out. But for you and me, and again, if you're past this, go to another channel, but hopefully I'm helping the people that know me, and then I'm working with it, or somebody. So if you want to get bigger, like for me, I found myself running with the boot camps that I was doing all these things, even by accident, running a mile or two, and I was hurting my gains. I'd be trying to get, these next levels on my lifts or on something else, and it was hurting me. It was kind of messing me up for what I wanted. So, to adjust that, I took my basic food, which is what I kind of talked about, and I'm going to talk about more throughout some of these videos. Took my baseline foods and then started to increase them, so I got more calories throughout the week. My body fat has gone down. My body fat percentage has gone down. My weight has gone up. It works. It really works. But you've got to accept that this is going to be a long road, and then take the time to make something constant, to make a pattern so that you can see where you're wrong so that you can adjust it. We're going to try to take the guesswork out of it. That's all you got to do. Is try to take the guesswork out of it. Once you know what needs to be changed, you can change it. But if you're always all over the place, you never know what to change. So the other thing, it's just the exact opposite. It's a caloric deficit. So if you're trying to lose weight and you need, I'm going to take it up higher. I'm going to say you need 3,000 calories a day to support this body that you've built that's 300 pounds, but your frame does not support 300 pounds and you don't want to be 300 pounds. You're a person that would function better and probably be happier if you were 200 pounds. You're that guy. So you're going to try to put yourself in a caloric deficit. So you have a couple ways to do that. One, you can just work on the diet, go for a couple walks, eat a little less, eat 2,000 calories. And I'm going to show you how you can eat 2,000 calories and be eating all day and feel full, I think. And really feel good. And so you can take in 2,000 calories, not in this video, but in one of the other ones, you can take in 2,000 calories, and your body, it's this 300-pound body that you built up, is requiring 3,000 calories a day to burn. So at the end of each day, you're in a caloric deficit. That body that you have managed to get to 300 pounds needs 3,000 calories. It's only getting 2,000. So, which is enough to function on. You're getting down lower where you're in a caloric deficit, so your body is going to shrink. I didn't write it. I was going to write it. Oh yeah, shrink. Your body's going to shrink. I promise. Try it, and it'll work. So, that said, there's another way to do it. If you don't want to stop eating, you've got to find that caloric deficit through exercise, through running, through sprinting, through marathons, through whatever you're going to do. But if you work out for this crazy hour, which most people don't, some people do, and you burn like 1,000 calories in an hour, that's great. You can still get your 3,000 calories that day, work out this intense hour that burns 1,000 calories, which you probably are not doing. Most people don't burn that many in an hour, but it's possible. So, and then that would still take you to your 2,000. You'd still be at a deficit at the end of the week. So, that being said, it really is that simple. So I know I took a long time to explain it, but in the end, it's the energy that you use, the energy that you spend, the energy that you take in determines how fat or skinny you are. That's it. Okay? Then to figure that out, you've got to establish some constants. Get a consistent workout routine. Muscle confusion, that's great if you understand the body and your workout and you're where you need to do that. But to establish a routine that'll help you make adjustments that you can, and goals that you can reach. And I would start there, I really would. So I would try to establish a baseline, a consistent workout routine, whatever it is, and depending on where you're at, it doesn't matter, I can help people with that too. So a consistent workout routine, for me, it's about 3 days a week of lifting weights right now, and that changes depending on what I'm trying to do or what I'm after. But right now I'm trying to get a little bigger, and so that's that. And then the food that you take in, get that consistent. For me, I said it in my other video, it's a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner, and then about 3 snacks. They're always pretty consistent. And I know people are going to talk about carb cycling or talk about all this stuff, but you can, if you're there, do that. Go somewhere else. This will really work for a long time. I don't do any kind of carb cycling or anything like that, and I'm pretty happy when I decide to make gains. I just make minor adjustments, and this is not easy for me. I promise you. I could be a big guy if I wanted to. A heavy guy. It takes work and it takes thought for me to stay at a level of fitness that I'm happy with, a level of health. But I have a lot of energy. I'm strong for my size. I really feel good, and it's taken a lot of work to get here and to figure this out. So I'm trying to take all those years of experimentation and make them a little simple. So if this ends up being a 10-minute video instead of a 2-minute, cut that out. I'll try to make it as like a little Illustrator thing or something that maybe you can download for free or something, and just take that. And then when you have other questions or more time, watch it. But you're getting, in 10 minutes, really stuff that's taken me, I don't know how long, 20 years, and to figure out how to get it so simply. I mean, I've been experimenting forever. So I don't even care what you eat or what you do for your workout, but try to get it consistent. Really try to get it consistent, and then look and see if you're gaining weight, losing weight, gaining fat, losing fat, but keep it consistent, and then you can adjust it. If you're losing fat, there's stuff you can do. If you're gaining fat, you adjust it. We can adjust it. You can tell me. You say, hey, I've kept it consistent for 2 weeks. This is what I'm doing. Can you help me figure out how to adjust it so I do this? But if you don't tell me what you're doing now, the best I can do is take you through a good workout that's going to be fun and, keep you flexible and keep you moving and keep your blood flowing and have you work. But, why do that if you don't have a reason, is my opinion. Not for everybody. There's always an exception. So, whatever. So that's it. I hope I said what I wanted to. I'm going to watch this back again and I'll make another video, but really that's it. It's all right here. Hopefully email me if you got questions, post a comment, send a little video comment, and I'll try to kind of help things along. That's it. I'm going to watch this back and see if it's worth posting. Thanks for watching. I gotta see how to stop this. Nope. Stop. You bastard.